Hopefully I'm not in your way.
seated. Welcome to Saybrook University's 2018 commencement ceremony. Yay! What a wonderful moment this is for all of us, right? And what an especially wonderful moment that it is for all of you. Though I am the one privileged to first welcome you and to congratulate you here tonight, I am keenly aware that I speak for a much larger community. The Saybrook faculty, staff, administration, alumni, continuing students, and Board of Trustees, from all of us, first and foremost, congratulations to all the graduates. And I want to say a special welcome to all the friends and family members who are also here to celebrate all of you. So a round of applause for all of our guests tonight. By now, all our graduates and all of our family and friends know that an academic journey is not an easy one. I hear some laughs. It is a journey often that has many stops and starts, trials, tribulations, successes, and joys. We know that having a community in place to hold us, to hold you, is instrumental in completing this journey. We always say we couldn't do it without all of these fine folks. So again, we want to be mindful of who has helped us, who has held us in these moments of celebration. To the graduates, I want to applaud you for your commitment, hard work, intellectual growth, and persistence in making change in your own life and helping to make change in the communities that you all live in. I often say that we all come to Saybrook seeking change, seeking something new. And as you have experienced and may have heard at the department celebrations earlier today, every one of these graduates has a unique story to share about finding Saybrook. We all find Saybrook in a unique way, and that's no different for our faculty, our staff, our students, or our graduates. In fact, some would say Saybrook found them. Whether your story of finding Saybrook involves the traditional route of undergraduate, graduate, and then a doctorate, one right after the other, or if your story is about taking a break, finding a career, raising a family, and then returning at age 50 to seek this higher education journey, your story is valuable and now has become a part of Saybrook's history and Saybrook's story. Perhaps your story is about working at a beer company for years, lifting cases and hauling casks and driving trucks, and you know who I'm talking to. Perhaps that story has led you to seek something different, always wanting more, always wanting to be the best that you can be. Maybe that is your story, and that's a valuable story, and it's now part of the Saybrook story. Perhaps your story is about fighting cancer and depression, about taking care of family members, and then at some point being able to say, now me to pursue my passions and goals. Perhaps that's your story, and that is now a part of Saybrook's story. Maybe your story includes a story of immigration and great sacrifice from family members. Perhaps it's about going through a divorce or an experience of loss. Perhaps your story has led you to Saybrook. And now, please know that that story is a part of Saybrook's story. Perhaps your story is similar to mine, a single mother who struggled in poverty to find a higher meaning, who wanted to make change, who wanted to give back. A Girl Scout leader of 16 years, a social worker in downtown LA, somebody who worked many part-time jobs. Maybe that resonates with your story. Somehow starting classes, taking night classes, starting with that AA, that BA, that master's. Maybe your story is about being at Saybrook for many, many years. Please know that story is now a part of Saybrook's story. It is rich and it belongs here with all of us, and we will hold it because we hold you. Perhaps your journey brought you here because you sought out a mission-driven institution, one that believed in making change, one that believed in finding meaning in life and in your work life. Please know that that journey has been a gift to all of us, to your faculty, to your administration, to your board members, to your alumni, to your colleagues. You have touched us in ways that you will never know. With each celebration, with each victory, each success, we have applauded you, and we applaud you tonight. I am honored to say that I have been fortunate enough to know many of your stories, and I take them with me. We take them with us. They are rich and full and meaningful. Of course, they've had angst and sorrow. There's been struggles and challenges and joy, and tonight, pride. Hold this journey tightly. Your story, your journey is now part of Saybrook's story. Thank you all for coming tonight. We are so pleased that you've chosen Saybrook. There were many choices, and you chose us. You found us, and you chose us. And we choose you, and we are so thankful to have found you. So thank you. Congratulations, graduates. We wish you all of the best. Welcome. Round of applause for these graduates. I would now like to introduce Dr. Joanne Smeichel. She's an esteemed faculty member of the Department of Leadership and Management. She will offer the invocation.
Spirit of the living God, fall fresh on me. Melt me, mold me, fill me, use me. Spirit of the living God, fall fresh on me. Whether you are a Christian, a Jew, Buddhist, Hindu, Muslim, Baha'i, or have another faith tradition, whether you are atheist or agnostic, please allow your heart to join with mine as I offer this prayer. Lord, we come to you with hearts overflowing with gratitude. You have provided these graduates with the gift of an advanced education. Please inspire them to use your precious gift in your service. Help them to know that their learning belongs not only to them, but to the greater community of humankind. Incline them to be joyful givers, contributing to your glorious world. Incline our Saybrook graduates to use their gifts to advance good and noble purposes in our communities, in our country, and in our world. Open doors of opportunity for each of them. Lord, we thank you for the support systems that enabled our graduates to reach this milestone. Please continue to bless and keep the families, the friends, and the colleagues who made this day possible. We are grateful for their contributions to our graduates' success. Finally, Lord, I ask you to provide Saybrook University with the resources required for growth. Help each employee to know that we are entrusted with a serious charge in supporting education, intellectual curiosity, and human advancement. Guide and direct our leadership so that their decisions reflect wisdom, sound judgment, courage, and commitment to do good. Please create a spirit of forgiveness, joy, and peace in each member of the faculty and staff of this special institution. Help us to each put students first. Direct us as we further our intention of serving future graduates. Build a spirit of compassion and kindness in each of us. Help us, Lord, to put our glorious past in the proper perspective and to move united into a bright future. In the name of your Son, my Savior, Jesus Christ, I pray and I thank you. Amen, amen, and amen.
Wow. Look at that group. A pretty amazing group of individuals. Thank you for being here. Chairman Scrady, outgoing Chairwoman Rene, Levy, trustees Drs. Horowitz, Burgess, and Leviton, esteemed faculty, staff, distinguished guests, students, families of the graduates, and the graduates assembled before us tonight. It is my pleasure as president of Saybrook University to welcome you to our annual commencement, in which we celebrate the achievements of over 110 master's and doctoral students, now turned graduates. Amen. Today I was moved beyond words. I was trekking back and forth across the campus here, the hotel. I bore witness to powerful testimonials at college program celebrations, beautifully orchestrated by our department chairs and faculty. Your stories were powerful, from balancing so much in your personal lives to driving for transformational change in your communities, using the research that you've done as the catalyst to make that difference which we so dearly hold true in our hearts and our mission, to the amazing stories of courage to achieve this powerful outcome. We honor here tonight each of you, every single person in this collective, for your sacrifice, your dedication, your strength of will. Bravo, graduates. One more round of applause for you. I promise to keep my remarks brief because I'm going to dive right into some thank yous, because I think as any part of commencement exercises, we have people we are grateful for and grateful to for our journey. So tonight, I would like to recognize individuals who have been key to the lives of our graduates, to us as faculty and administration. First, would the administration and the staff of Saybrook University please stand where you are, even on stage here, if you're here. I would like to acknowledge, as a community, tonight we honor you for all you do for our students and for our faculty, day in, day out, for your commitment to supporting our faculty, and your commitment to keeping that engine of Saybrook running. Our community gives you thanks. Thank you. Would the Saybrook University esteemed faculty please stand? Indeed, as our students are our center, you are our engine. You are what keep us moving and are honest to our mission. As a community, we honor you for the incredible inspiration you provide to each of our students, for the mentorship and leadership you offer every day, I think even 24 hours, 7 days a week, for the wisdom you instill, and for your commitment to the humanistic values that undergird and thread every aspect of our institution's culture, mission, and values. Thank you, faculty. Maybe seated. With the Saybrook University Board of Trustees, please stand, who are with us today on stage. As a community, we honor you for your impeccable leadership, your guidance, your deep commitment to both the Saybrook of today and of tomorrow, for all that you have brought and continue to bring to our community, to our system, to our world, ensuring a bright Saybrook future for years to come. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you, trustees. All right, now this is going to be a little bit choreographed, right? Or we're going to have to choreograph this because families, friends of the graduates, please rise. That's a beautiful sight right here to see all the love, all the power of great grace in this room. Stand up. No, you gotta, no, you didn't get off that easy. Tonight is technically all about your loved one sitting over here, soon to be receiving their degree and graduating. But tonight is really about you too. For all of your support, keeping your hearts open, your ears open, your shoulders covered with maybe some tissues there. We thank you. All of us thank you as a community, as I know our graduates do, for the love, for the belief that you have had in each of them. Your presence here tonight from across this great country and around this world of ours is testament to that deep love. We thank you all very, very much. All right, you may now be seated. Thank you. All right, graduates, we're going to get to you in just a little bit, I promise. But we're so thrilled you're here, and thank you. We just have a couple more items of business here to address tonight. Doctors Scrady and Levy, would you please kindly approach the podium? Tonight, we acknowledge the passing of a mantle, a very important mantle, from one Saybrook University trustee board chair to another. It's a moment in Saybrook history that we honor. I believe we should always honor in our community. These volunteers give so much of their time, their talent, and their money to support the institution. First, Dr. Mark Scrady. You are an esteemed psychologist, higher education leader, professional, a trusted member of the Board of Trustees. You have been elected as chair by unanimous vote at our annual meeting in April. Dr. Scrady, we want to extend our gratitude for this mantle that you're about to take and look forward to your mentorship, expertise, and guidance during your tenure. I would like all of us in this community to welcome Dr. Mark Scrady as our newly elected board chair. Now, Dr. Rene Levy. This is a little bittersweet and tough. Over the last 9 years, Dr. Levy's steady hand as a founding trustee of Saybrook University and as board chair ensured that our wonderful institution would both survive and thrive in what can only be described as choppy, and I would even go so far as to say wildly competitive, higher education waters. All the while insisting, demanding that we maintain our commitment to the very humanistic values and mission that we hold dear. Prior to her trustee role, she was a student and a graduate of the Organizational Systems PhD program. And as an alumna of Saybrook University, Dr. Levy maintains a love for all things Saybrook, applying her scholarship to her day-to-day work in ways that advance organizations from good to great, to helping them become a more authentic version of themselves. Moreover, like other alumni who have a deep love for their institutions, she is always finding opportunities and connections for our university that will help us move to the next level. Dr. Levy moves out of the board chair after many years, having demonstrated the type of exceptional leadership we have come to expect from our Saybrook graduates, our faculty, our staff, and from our trustees. Moreover, her association with our university for the past 20+ years, count them, 20+ years, and of course we hope there are many more, has enriched our beloved institution beyond measure. It is for these reasons and countless more that on behalf of the Board of Trustees and our entire Saybrook University community, that I am honored, we are honored, to bestow upon you, Dr. Rene Levy, this day, August 31st, 2018, the Saybrook University Presidential Medal for Distinguished Service. Dr. Rene Levy.
Thank you, Nathan, and all of you. That meant a lot to me. I asked if I could say a few words because I can't get out of here without a few words. First of all, heartfelt congratulations to all of you. Truly, truly, you'll hear it a lot tonight. It comes from my heart. 15 years ago, I stood at this podium receiving my own doctorate from Saybrook. We had 3 minutes to speak in those days, and I don't remember what I said. But I do remember, and it stays in my mind really vividly, was the image of my mother, 78 years old, and sitting right about there in the audience. This image is in my mind. Her eyes were shining with pride, witnessing her daughter receive her doctorate at age 50. My mother, who passed away this year, was a Holocaust survivor who lost her parents, her home, and her country to the Nazis in 1939. What she also lost was the possibility of receiving the education she would have had her life not been turned upside down. When she left Germany on the Kindertransport, she was 14 and had completed the equivalent of 8th grade. Alone in wartime London, she began a working career that continued throughout her life in America. Fast forward 20 years. I am 15 years old watching my mother receive her master's degree on stage. In the intervening years, she had taken the GED and gotten herself both a bachelor's and a master's in night school while working full-time and raising 2 daughters as a single parent. My eyes were shining with pride. So why am I telling you this story? because it's like the stories of so many of our students at Saybrook. They overcome life's obstacles, believe in the transformative power of education, and persist through years of work, hard work, to achieve their dreams. They are you, sitting in these chairs, silently knowing what it has taken for you to be here. And don't doubt for a single moment that those who are witnessing your accomplishments, both in this room and at home, will be imprinted with this image. Your values will ripple out in ways you may know and ways you may never know. I've spent the years after my graduation serving Saybrook because it's a place that helps make it possible for these things to happen. Because the work we do as trustees supports and ensures that there will be a Saybrook to guide your efforts, amplify your work and your knowledge and your capacity to change the world. It has been one of the most profoundly satisfying and important experiences of my life. I end with an appeal to you, our newest alumni, to get involved, to stay engaged, and to ensure the ripples of positive change you've begun here continue to spread far and wide. Congratulations again, and thank you all.
My next speech is 45 minutes. No, really, just kidding, I promise. No, it's really an exciting pleasure for me now to introduce tonight's commencement speaker, my dear friend and colleague, Dr. Patricia Breen, president of Pacific Oaks College. Patricia Breen, PhD, brings more than 30 years of experience in higher education administration to us and to her role as president of Pacific Oaks College and Children's School. Her academic and operational expertise spans a variety of roles, from librarian to president, diverse higher education environments from the single campus to the multi-campus education system, and from the comprehensive university model to the specialized professional school. Dr. Breen received her PhD in Human and Organizational Development from Fielding Graduate University. She also holds an undergraduate degree in English Literature and a master's degree in Library Science from the University of Texas and an MBA from DePaul University. Her interests include assessment of improvement in student learning, adults as learners, and higher education leadership. She's also active in the Council for Graduate Schools and has been a consultant evaluator for the Higher Learning Commission of the North Central Association of Schools and Colleges, for the WAS Senior College and University Commission, and I think her proudest achievement is grandmother. Yes. I have had the privilege of meeting Dr. Breen actually when I first started considering working at Saybrook University as your president. And one of the things that struck me about her is her amazing heart, her amazing commitment to students, her amazing, amazing dedication to addressing social ills, and that impeccable belief that all of us have the power to be the best part of ourselves. And so that's why tonight we were thrilled when she accepted our invitation to speak. And when she asked me why, I said, I'll get to that tonight. You just wait. Because as long as you're ready to talk, we're good. So we're proud to have Dr. Patricia Breen speak to us tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Long, and good evening. And congratulations to all of you on this momentous day. We're here to honor and celebrate the commitment that it has taken for you to complete your graduate degree. And as you've heard twice now before, we're also here to honor the commitment made by your loved ones, your spouses, your parents, your friends, your co-workers, and especially your children, to see you through to this day. I also acknowledge the faculty the staff and the administrators of Saybrook University, everyone who has helped you along the way. And a round of applause would be fine. The reason I especially note your children is because I, too, completed my doctorate at the age of 51, and there was a lot to balance. My work wasn't particularly flexible, so I needed my kids to be flexible about their own needs. I needed them to give me some space, and I needed them to teach me about apps. It took me 7 years to finish my doctorate. Some days, maybe most days, it was not the most important thing that I needed to do. But I finished it, and so have you. However long it took, you made it work. What I'd like to tell you, everyone, about today is how you made it work, because that is what we are here celebrating. The fact that you had the passion, the purpose, and the discipline to achieve this day. Despite the distractions, the competing priorities, and the overwhelming to-do lists that you all must have had, you made it happen. Again, I say congratulations to all of you. You know, I don't know many of you individually, but I do know a little bit about you all together. First, you're now a member of a very elite group. Only 9.3% of adults in the United States have master's degree. Those of you who are leaving here with your doctorate belong to an even more elite group, one that includes only 2% of American adults today. So furthermore, and maybe more importantly, I know that your choice of Saybrook University reflects your character, your heart, your generosity, and ultimately your belief in humanity, the humanity of every individual and every organization. I understand your desire to learn and practice these values in your work and your lives. As for the characteristics it took to reach this point and to your degree completion, I know that you are flexible enough to adapt your learning style to almost any situation. I know that you are optimistic and positive about your chances for success. I know that you have a strong work ethic, that you're organized, and that you understand the power of humility in that you can ask for help when you need it. I am utterly impressed with you this evening, and here's why. I had a good long talk with your dean about the kinds of topics that are important to graduates at the Saybrook Commencement, and she advised that you're always interested in an individual's journey and what compelled them along the way. So let me tell you that despite that very kind introduction by Dr. Long, I've never really considered my journey to be anything out of the ordinary, anything amazing or brilliant or innovative or even lucky. But I do think that I have developed two characteristics that really made the difference for me, and those are why, and I appreciate your accomplishments today so greatly. I'd like to share more about them with you. Those are discipline and duty. As mundane as that sounds, I think they have made the difference for me in making progress along my path. And the more I think about it, the more I think they're the reasons you are successful also. So what does duty mean? Any one of you who grew up as a military kid or a military brat, as I did, could probably write a 5-paragraph essay on the concept of duty by the time you were in 4th grade. It came from the military family's belief in a purpose greater than ourselves. Duty meant that we didn't put our own comfort and our own goals above that greater good. Or at least we tried not to most of the time. It took discipline to hold on to that belief. We experienced some unusual sorts of challenges as children growing up, moving away from our friends every few years, worrying about whether or not your parent was safe when they went off to work, and knowing that your parent's career would be judged by your actions, just for a few examples. But even as kids, we knew that this duty and the discipline to live that duty had value, and so did we. That value was in serving a purpose greater than our mere selves. So the point that I want to make in talking about who you are and what you can do, together with what I've learned about myself and what I can do in my life and work, is that it takes passion and a sense of purpose, and importantly, it takes discipline to complete your graduate degree, to make things happen. Passion is not enough to get through your dissertation or your thesis or your capstone. If you are someone who can get things done, you have made this day happen for you and your families. So I challenge you to challenge yourself with the idea that our neighborhoods and our global community need you now more than ever. People who are committed to a humane world and people who know how to make things happen. I challenge you to use your analytical skills, your critical thinking, your systems perspective, your collaborative skills, your motivation, optimism, organization, and humility to make our worlds better for those who live in them. All of you can do that. With the tremendous tools that you have and with the great passion that you have for humanity, please know that you have our respect and our gratitude for the work that you have done thus far. And you have our hopes for the work that you will do. Thank you.
I would like to now ask the Provost of Saybrook University, Dr. Carol Humphreys, to now proceed with the conferring of the degrees.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts and Master of Science please rise? These women and men have completed all of the requirements for the Master of Arts or Master of Science degree. On behalf of the faculty, I ask you to confer this degree. Please be seated. When your name is called by Associate Provost Dr. Nami Kim, please come forward to receive your diploma.
For the Master of Science in Integrative and Functional Nutrition, Latoya J. Drake. Heather R. Pate. For the Master of Art in Integrative Wellness Coaching, Emilio Nico Balcos. The Master of Science in Mind-Body Medicine, Ariel Jolene Edelman. Carissa Fish. Nicholas Friedman. Rachel Godfrey. Joanna Jones. Ready? Yeah.
Will all the Master of Arts and Master of Science degree recipients please rise for the conferral of your degree? And if you're in the room, right? I think we have a couple still coming, but please rise. Okay, coming soon. All right. Upon the recommendation, go ahead, and I think we can stand up if you're ready. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of California, I confer to each of you the Master of Arts or Master of Science degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated now. Thank you.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Psychology please rise? Oh, my apologies. I'm so sorry. Please sit. That one will go down as part of Saybrook's story. Yes, I'll let you step in. Yes. Okay. This is the next line. Right here?
Right here, yes.
Okay. Will all of the Master of Arts and Master of Science degree recipients please rise for the conferral of your degree? This is you, Nathan.
Sorry. Okay. All right, so for the Master of Arts in Management, Shannon Teresa Jakes. Oh. Sorry. Oh, actually, so the global paradigm shift is seen through the lens of education. Chuck Piazza is the supervising faculty. Okay. Jared Kuykendall. The Toolkit for the Disrupted Worker, a guide to help you navigate the resources available. Joanne Smeichel, supervising faculty. Megan Callahan Ratcliffe. Leadership and Management in Action, a case study, Maximizing Teachers. Chuck Piazza, supervising faculty. For the Master of Arts in Psychology, Carol Cano. It's a cross-cultural intervention to addiction guidebook. Bob Schmidt, chair. Alexander Christian Enskat. The Peak Experience, Marina Smirnova, chair. For the Master of Arts in Psychology, MFT LPCC specialization, and the Master of Arts in Counseling, Jennifer A. Cron Miller. Dana S. Livers. Ashley Nash. Ryan James Sutton. Thomas Parker Twivell. Dwayne Walker. Charlene Lynn Williams. For the Master of Arts in Clinical Psychology, Kumari R. Fabio. Janie B. Page. Carla Perez. Adia Wayman.
Will all of the Master of Arts and Master of Science degree recipients please rise for the conferral of your degree? Thank you.
And this time we mean all, right? Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of California, I confer to each of you the Master of Arts or Master of Science degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, Saybrook University graduates. You may now be seated.
Take two. Second time around, much more meaningful. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Psychology please rise? These women and men have completed all the requirements for the PhD or PsyD degree. On behalf of the faculty, I ask you to confer this degree. Please be seated. When your name is called by Associate Provost Dr. Nami Kim, please come forward to receive your diploma.
Okay. Ready? Okay. For the Doctor of Philosophy and Mind-Body Medicine, Kanishta Argawal, Spiritual Experiences of Long-Term Raja Yoga Meditators with History of Cancer and Interpretive Phenomenological Study, Luann Fortune Chair. Betlemus Atai, Cardiovascular Mind-Body Medicine, Health Outcomes and Well-Being, Eric Wilmarth, Chair. Ashley Bell, Tuning the Traumatized Brain, Loretta Z-Score Neurofeedback and Heart Rate Variability Biofeedback for Chronic PTSD, Don Moss, Chair. Melissa Marcel Carrico, Walk and Talk Nature Therapy, a multiple case study. Kerwin Rockefeller Chair, hooded by Don Moss. Cynthia Rose Curson, electroencephalographic changes after brain brightening audiovisual entrainment for memory enhancement, archival investigation. Don Moss, Chair. Also hooded by Don Moss and Rich Sherman. Patricia Singh. Prison Yoga, a narrative inquiry of yoga instructors teaching in correctional facilities. Stephanie Lindsay, Chair, hooded by Devorah Curtis. Clifford R. Smith, The Lived Experience of the Feldenkrais Method. Don Moss, Chair. Leah Faree Taylor, Well-Being Through Live Music, a Heuristic Exploration. Devorah Curtis, Chair. Carolyn Trasco, effects of diaphragmatic breathing and guided imagery in heart rate variability, interleukin 1 beta, and mood in adult women with thyroid diseases. Don Moss, chair. The Doctor of Philosophy in Human Science, Janine Ray, The Dynamic Reasoning Theory, Joanne McAllister, chair, hooded by Joel Fetterman. For Doctor of Philosophy in Organizational Systems, Barbara A. Franket, The Changing Role of Information Technology Leaders in the Federal Government, a Qualitative Study. Ginger Charles, chair. Alice Stephanie Rain, Leadership Development as Perceived by Former Subject Matter Experts Transitioning to Leader Manager in the Modern Workplace. Chuck Piazza, chair. Regina Rumford, Shaping the Future of Humane Education Toward Creating Systemic Change. Nancy Southern, chair. Amelia Bagley Schultz, Conditions for Innovation for Education Systems Change, Co-Creating an Academic Makerspace at a Community College. Katya Laszlo, Chair. Leslie Solomon, Value Dilemmas and Identity Formation in Healthcare Executives, a collective case study using a subject-object lens. Gary Metcalf, Chair. Jorge Taborga, toward Adaptive Stage Development and Software Scrum Teams, Nancy Southern, Chair. Mari Tankanoff, Leading Everyday in Compassion, a Constructivist Grounded Theory and Videography Study, Katya Laszlo, Chair. The Doctor of Philosophy and Psychology, Carrie Ann Arnold, using photo narrative to explore meaning reconstruction among bereaved university students, Terry Goslin Jones, Chair. Susan L. Borkin, writing from the Inside Out, an experiential journaling program for psychotherapists. Carol Barrett, Chair, hooded by Ruth Richards. Monica Beverly Buchanan, The Lived Experiences of Women of African Ancestry with Systemic Lupus Erythematosus, a Descriptive Phenomenological Psychological Study. Mark Applebaum, Chair. Gloria A. Chance, Preparing the New 21st Century Leader, a development of creative techniques used in attempts to enhance the creative potential among members of their groups. Chuck Piazza, Chair. Stacy Cox, an autoethnographic study of burnout recovery. Robert McAndrews, Chair, hosted by Ruth Richards. Noreen Lenore Edwards, The Effects of Person-Centered Expressive Arts on Compassion, Fatigue, and Social Workers. Terry Gosling Jones, Chair. Julia McMahon Falk, A Narrative Inquiry into the Experience of a Life Story Course for Adults in Transitional Life Periods. Lewis Hoffman, Chair. Ellen Gaddy, An Exit and Entrance Therapy, A Liberation Psychology and Spiritual Approach for Culture and Transformation, Joel Fetterman, Chair. Kristen Bowe Howard, Mindfulness of Emptiness, A Paradoxical Perspective on Working with Social Networking Site Addiction, Lewis Hoffman, Chair. Lance Christopher Lennick, Because It Needs to Be Done, The Psychological Consequences for Members of the U.S. Border Patrol's Peer Support Program, Bob McAndrews, Chair, hooded by Ginger Charles. Roberta Latifa Mineo, Talking Hands, Moving Body, Stanley Krippner, Chair. Alice Rose Moore, Tertiarious Trauma and Resiliency Among Leaders of Trauma-Focused Organization, Marie DeCowden, Chair, hooded by Ruth Richards. Connie Murray, Visual Journey of an Adult with ADHD, Dyslexia, a Heuristic Self-Study Inquiry, Lewis Hoffman, Chair. Susan Henshaw Peacock, The Effect of Ecosystem Consciousness on Overpopulation Awareness, a Case Study, Alan Vaughn, Chair. Rachel Diane Parias, Creative Writing in a College Science Class, Mixed Method Study of Treatment Effects on Active Learning, Creative Thinking, and General Well-Being with Creativity Considered as a Potential for Psychological Factor of Self-Determination in DESI 7 Ryan's Model. Ruth Richards, Chair. Juanita Ratner. Through Presence to Being, the Significance of Presence in Psychotherapy and in Life, Bob McAndrews Chair, hosted by Stanley Krippner. Melinda Joy Rothaus, Facilitating Team Creativity and Collaboration Using Mindfulness and Contemplative Arts, Terry Goslin Jones, Chair. Robin Michael Velasco, narrative biography of Thanissaro Bhikkhu, a Theravada Buddhist Abbot spiritual development path through religious practice and the existential givens. Lois Hoffman, chair. Kelly Noel Wadsworth, profoundly change the homecoming of veterans from Iraq and Afghanistan. Lois Hoffman, chair. The Doctor of Philosophy in Clinical Psychology, Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology, Clinical Psychology specialization, Naoko Nakano Brown. Lived experience of loneliness, a narrative inquiry. Mark Applebaum, chair. Chad Kreider, How Gay Men Foster Marital Success, A Grounded Theory. Bonnie Setless, chair. Sachiko Furuya, the role of elder care professionals who speak Japanese to Japanese American patients in Hawaii elder care. Eric Wilmarth, chair. Anne Ya-Ju Su, The Lived Experience of Transcultural Identity Explorers, Descriptive Phenomenological Study, Bonnie Setless Chair. Diana Rivera on Imagining, an inquiry into the experience of imagination in the lives of artistic professionals, Ruth Richards, Chair. Alicia Woods, Tell Me What You Think, an exploration of the lived experiences and views of what matters most to parents of children with autism spectrum disorders who received early intervention, the Opia Jackson Chair.
We all get a little emotional there, don't we? We'll wait one moment while our final PhD candidate, or our PhD doctorate, moves to the group. Will all of the PhD degree recipients please rise for the conferral of your degree?
I love that. That should be the conferral call, right? It's almost real. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the academic vice president, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of California, I confer to each of you the Doctor of Philosophy or Doctor of Psychology degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Doctors, congratulations. Thank you very much. You may now be seated.
I'd now like to introduce to you Dr. Laura Brewer, the Director of Research and IRB for the Dissertation with Distinction Awards. Assisting her will be Dr. Robert Flax, Faculty in Research.
Congratulations, graduates. It's great. It's with great honor and pleasure and pride that I announce the winners of this year's Dissertation with Distinction Award. Each program is asked to evaluate and select from remarkable dissertations that have been nominated by students' committees, and the dissertations selected for this award reflect outstanding research that has been conducted with rigor and academic excellence. Join me in congratulating these Saybrook scholars for their outstanding original dissertation research. When I call your name, please come up to receive your award. I think some of these folks aren't here, but I would like to still recognize their work. In clinical psychology, Chad Kreider, How Gay Men Foster Marital Success, A Grounded Theory, Bonnie Setledge Chair. In psychology, Tiffany M. Washa, Mapping the Life Course Trajectories of Early Life Adversity Toward a Holistic Model of Developmental Traumatology, Theopia Jackson Chair. In human science, Ted Ramey, Truth is Dead, Robert McAndrews Chair. In psychology, the creative studies specialization, Diana Rivera, on imagining an inquiry into the experience of imagination in the lives of artistic professionals, Ruth Richards Chair. Psychology, consciousness, spirituality, and integrative health. Carl Baus, Neo-Shamanism as a Developmental Spiritual Matrix for Contemporary Magical Discovery and Practice, Jackie Lewis, Chair. In psychology, existential, humanistic, and transpersonal psychology, Robin Velasco, narrative biography of Thanissaro Bhikkhu, Theravadan Buddhist abbot's spiritual developmental path through religious practice and the existential givens. Lewis Hoffman, Chair. In psychology, psychophysiology specialization, Andrea Meckley-Kujana, correlation of individual alpha peak frequency and event-related potential C1 and P300 component. Cynthia Curson, Chair. In mind-body medicine, integrative mental health specialization, Carolyn Trasco, effects of diaphragmatic breathing and guided imagery on heart rate variability, interleukin-1 beta, and mood in adult women with thyroid disease. Don Moss, Chair. In mind-body medicine, healthcare research specialization, Kanishta Argawal, spiritual experiences of Brahma Kumaris Raja yoga meditation practitioners with the history of cancer, and interpretive phenomenological study, Luann Fortune, Chair. Again, congratulations to all of you.
As we close, I would like to ask the graduates to stand and face the audience as we acknowledge once again the immeasurable support and encouragement that the families, friends, and mentors of our graduates have provided over the years. You may be seated. I would also like to invite everyone to join us in celebrating the graduates at a dessert reception in the foyer immediately following the ceremony. As I just asked you to sit, I will now say, please stand for the closing remarks and the benediction, and afterwards, please wait for the academic procession to leave before joining the graduates. If all may stand, I would like to ask Dr. Donald Moss, Dean of the College of Integrative Medicine and Health Science, to please come to the podium to present the benediction.
Well, congratulations, graduates. A benediction, that's a very old word. Benedictere, to speak well, to wish someone a blessing. That word has gained widespread use over the centuries to mean the time in a religious service when the pastor or the spiritual leader makes an invocation and calls on divine help, gives a blessing, and gives guidance. Oftentimes that spiritual leader charges the congregation to go out those doors and live up to your values. Well, for your invocation, I'm going to call on some other traditions. I come from Michigan, and when my ancestors arrived in Michigan, the Anishinaabe and the Ojibwa were living in the woodlands and in the river valleys. And I'm going to call on some of their words. In the creation story of the Anishinaabe, it is told the Kitchi Manitou, the Great Spirit, made human beings last of all, after creating all of the other creatures of the earth. And the story says, though last in the order of creation, least in order of dependence, and weakest in our body parts, the human beings had the greatest gift, the power to dream. So many students have told me it was dreams that brought them here to Saybrook. And I charge you to never stop dreaming. Find your dreams, pursue those dreams, awaken the latent dreams in those around you. The Ojibwa, in a healing prayer, also call out, grandfather, grandmother, spiritual one, teach us love, teach us compassion, teach us honor, that we may heal the earth and heal each other. I charge you graduates today, Saybrook graduates, to go forth, to live in the spirit of the Ojibwa, to live in the spirit of the Anishinaabe, to deepen your love, to cultivate your compassion, and strengthen your honor. We have a troubled earth, and I call upon you to heal that earth. You are uniquely prepared to heal that earth. And when you are down, you have the Saybrook community, and we will heal one another. Congratulations, and enjoy the reception.